Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to the Doomlink's Live Hunts series. Apparently the cat has given me a good drink. I don't really know how this works. It seems to increase the chances of getting more skills through the drink, but it almost never does that. I feel that I get about the same number of skills whether I have that little animation take place or not. And it also seems that I'm just as likely to get shit skills when that happens. So I don't really get it. We've got Lelouch in the room with us. Anyway, obviously a number of references can be made to that, but I'll restrain myself. We should have a group of 4 with us. We are doing random hunts as usual in Portable Third, which is to say I'm actually using the random hunt command in Hunsterverse. And the current hunt is Double Baroth. I'm hoping that whoever joined second, well, I suppose you could say I create the quest and then whoever joins on the board joins first. Whoever that was, I hope it wasn't Marsh. I have a distinct feeling that Marsh is the person who, when they checked their ping, had 260 to 308, which was pretty bad. So if that person's hosting, we're going to have a bad time. Needless to say, the blue player, which is the person who joins the quest first after the quest host posts, that person will be hosting the monster in question. And, well, the second monster, I should say. So even if I am hosting, I will have to deal with bad connection, and it's no fun at all. I'm not sure what's happening in the chat right now. These, like, 2 people were here. I had hunted with them previously, but they both left. I don't know what that's about. I had asked Darksu if he wanted to join, but he didn't respond. Gotta go, says Marsh. Well, I have a feeling that he's taken that other person with him. My guess is that it was a change of plans. Whatever. Is Darksu going to come in or what? Didn't see the ping. Oh, he is coming. Very good. That's reassuring. The worst case scenario will be us departing with 3 people. I can live with that. I'm just letting everyone know what's going on. Hopefully we can retain Lelouch. I'm not desperate to hunt with him, but I am desperate to have a 3rd or 4th person. So it's not personal. He's just fulfilling a role for me. Oh dear. I did a hunt before this one because I actually started the live stream with a delay on my vocal audio, which is basically a result of doing a Symphony of the Night recording last night and having forgotten that I did have a delay set. There are a lot of things that you have to go through before starting a recording. If I really were serious about it all, I would have a checklist to run through just to make sure that everything is perfect and things will turn out seamlessly, but I don't know, I don't take things that seriously, I suppose. Yeah, you are of course welcome to join, Beta. In fact, I would be minded to prioritize you over someone who expresses an interest in joining right now. I don't mind waiting. In fact, I should make that very clear. Also, I'm doing very well, Beta. One of the good things about Hunsterverse is that you can generally get organized for it pretty quickly. You just have to connect the VPN and then launch BPSSPP and you're basically ready to go. You can beat Zinogre with your ice cream element. Imagine an ice cream element. I suppose it would be similar to ice in a way. A slimy version of ice. A sticky version of ice. Maybe it could have a rotting function because of the sugar. Alright, we've got Beta in. I was not anticipating having both Darksu and Beta in here, that's rather nice. But yeah, why not? Again, I am taking a little bit of a break from Freedom Unite. I will play that soon. But for now, it'll just be Freedom 1, possibly Freedom 2, and Portable Third if I'm playing on Hunsterverse. As for Ultimate, fuck if I know. I don't know what's happening with that. I would love to be able to record it and for it to just work, but it generally does not. So that's an issue, obviously. Preferably we do want things to work when we're recording. And yeah, that basically eliminates For Ultimate from the list of possible games I could play. 3 Ultimate, when I first logged into it today, was at 13 players. By the time I was ready to record it, it had gone down to 6, and there was 1 full room and 2 rooms with 1 player in them. So that just didn't really feel like a worthwhile choice. So here I am in Portable Third. I wish I could play 3 Ultimate more often, but again the community's not doing too well. You would imagine on the weekend that there would be more people playing, and I think there are more people playing. I saw 13, that's a lot. Usually there's like 2 at this very moment. It fluctuates quite violently. Why am I going this way? What the hell am I doing with myself? Whatever. Ordinarily I wouldn't do this. Oh, it's probably... Alright, let's go for the one in area. I think one starts in 8, and the other starts in 3. I'm happy to focus on the one in Area 3 for now, even though I've taken such a long and circuitous route to get to this monster. Okay, so it looks like one of them has moved from Area 8 to Area 4. I'm happy with that, because I can paintball him. We can keep track of that other one. I don't like splitting into 2 groups to deal with double monsters. I do believe that the one down here will be hosted by the blue player. As you can see, Lelouch is our blue player. So, yeah, this is a test to see how his connection is, and by the looks of it, it's pretty good. I could always be wrong, and this is actually a monster that I'm hosting, but yeah, it looks really freaking good. I'll look for any slight connection-based I don't even know how to describe it, I suppose. You know, the monster will slightly freeze. The movement will not be quite so fluid. It does look hosted by me. I suppose the second monster technically is the one starting in Area 8, which would make sense because Area 3 is the default spawn point for Baroth, so it would stand to reason that the one spawning in Area 3 is considered to be the first one in the list. Actually, I'm gonna kill you. I don't really want you interrupting my hunt. MHP Turd. Yes, I'm playing MHP Turd. That's right. I should try to organise a wyvern fire when it seems appropriate. I'll do what I can to not mess up my teammates in performing said wyvern fire. It seems like a good opportunity. Very good. He had to adjust himself twice. He had already adjusted himself perfectly onto my position, and then he had to just adjust himself on the spot a second time, which worked very nicely for my wyvern fire, and I thank the Baroth for being so hesitant in his position. And yeah, my damn it was actually in response to missing the tail with that attack, but now it could actually be redirected to refer to the arrival of Baroth number 2, who does appear to be really big. Oh yes. Yes, you can see very clearly that that is the one being hosted by Lelouch. We'll see how things go. Hopefully it's not too laggy. Now there's no guarantee that this monster that we're hunting right now is not laggy for other people, but because I'm the one recording, I do want the hunts to be smooth for me, if you can appreciate that. We really need to try and stay focused on the first one here. First one that we started hunting. I don't actually have dung bombs on hand. I have at times carried them in portable third, but I don't have them on hand right now. I think I've got a Wyvern Fire recharged here. So, okay, well you go roll around, I won't stop you. Yeah, look at the difference in size between these two. It's incredible. I would say that the one we're fighting right now, I don't even think it's an especially small one, the first one that we were fighting. But I do think the second one is really freaking big. Exceptionally big. That was very cinematic. They had the same timing with their charges. Ah, very good. Now we can move straight on to the next one. Much more time efficient. I will actually sharpen up here. Do I start with wide sharpness? I do. Sadly, Darksu has disconnected. What I would suppose is that this relates not to his connection to me, but rather his connection to Lelouch, who is currently the host of this monster. Unfortunate. But also not especially surprising, because this quest host is not very impressive. This is really bad. That gives you an idea of just how bad the delay is. I didn't see a single attack make contact with the barrel, but he had part of his mud broken off and he fell backwards. And then like 2 seconds later I saw Lelouch do a draw attack on the spot where Baroth was. So, yeah, not great. Not great at all. But unfortunately with double quests you just can't control it. You don't know who's going to accept the damn quest and become the blue player. Sure, let's go with that. Okay, well I could have been attacking the entire time, but I didn't want to risk it. That's very good. Oops. I will have to deal with that roar. Hopefully Darksu is already back in. It could have been his issue. I really don't know. But what I would guess, of course, is that it was more to do with Lelouch being the host. That does typically happen. Alright, well that's an opportunity to carve anyway. Fortunately this is one of those games where the monsters don't despawn. Oh Jesus Christ, I hate it when I accidentally knock my tripod like that. Alright, let's see what's going on. Alright. That should be fine. Because, you know, I go to great lengths to get it in the right place and then I just bump it. And then it's all fucked again. Although I will say that I'm being a bit dramatic when I phrase it that way. As far as game volume, we should be okay. Yeah. My concern at this stage is whether or not it's too quiet, but it should be fine. Excuse me. Come on. I'm quite interested to see if this Baroth is larger than whatever my previous Gold Crown Large was. I would imagine that I do have a Gold Crown Large already for this monster. If I don't, then great. I'll take it. That was only a little heavy shot there, because I did only have one shell available for that. Alright, this should be able to kill him. Might be able to fiery finish. Yep. No one else made contact with him, so I have the killing wyvern fire there. Very good. I'll drop some TY points. Zach is in the Portable Third chat currently soloing in low rank. He wasn't going to join my room because he is very objective focused. He doesn't just play the game randomly for fun. He's actually got shit that he wants to get done. Hopefully... Wait, who the hell is this? Someone else ended up taking the friendship points, unfortunately. I would imagine they've joined and taken Darksu's spot. Let's have a look. Oh no. Maybe they joined for a period of time and then left. Decent rewards. I'm not going to look over them in detail. Oh, I didn't actually have a Gold Crown Large Baroth, so that's very nice. Not actually that much bigger than the Silver Crown Large that I had before, but that's very good. I'll actually check to see... Oh, well, apparently I don't have a Small Crown Large. Small Crown. Small Gold Crown, there you go. Just need to get my brain in gear. That would be helpful. Oh, Catalina has returned. Well, I don't know where you ended up before, because you left and didn't return. Oh well. If Darksu is absent without leave, then we'll just have to continue on without him, and instead have Catalina. Basically, Catalina was with me for the first hunt that I did, which was off camera. Let's actually get another hunt. 1 second. Random hunt. It is Rathalos and Raytheon. Well, here we go again with the double quests. The stupid thing is, I do generally prefer double quests, as far as hunting is concerned, but I don't prefer it when it runs the risk of having someone with shit connection hosting the second monster. That really is one of the most repellent factors of Portable Third. It's the terrible connectivity as compared to the other PSP games. It's just awful. I will go hammer again, actually. Well, I say again. It was off camera when I was last using hammers, but I'm in a hammer mood for some reason, and it works out because you can see me actually use the hammer this time. Easiest large I've seen? Well, definitely. Zach is not just crown hunting, Yells. He's also seemingly needing materials. He's actually wanting to craft stuff now. He's in the groove of Portable Third. I think the quest will be in this list. If not, then next one down. Yeah, next one down. There we go. Alright, everyone is back in the room. I don't have to deal with any spots being stolen. Oh, that's right, I've already Already consumed a beverage and sat in the water. So we are good to go. I don't know why Catalina is using a fire bow. What's this about? We're fighting Rathalos and Raytheon, man. If this is your only bow, then you've made a poor choice, because you shouldn't be going elemental if you intend to use it against all monsters. It's a terrible idea. Whatever, we'll be dealing enough damage anyway. I mean, between myself and Beta, I'm using an Elatrion weapon. She's using a Zenoga weapon. That's plenty of damage already, so... Those two people... I mean, honestly, the Nagakuga Greatsword isn't too bad, but still not amazing. But that... Selene Moonbroken? What a joke. Totally inappropriate for this particular hunt. The only way that you'll know who will host the second monster before the hunt takes place is checking to see who actually joined the quest. Now, it could be the person who joined the quest first, like so you've put it on the board and then you check to see who joins up on it first. It could be that, or it could be the person who joined the hall first. I'm actually not too sure, because I think I've actually seen... What the hell? That came way like a lot faster than I was expecting. What the fuck? I don't know if you saw that, but that was immediate. But yeah, I think I've actually seen scenarios where the first person to join the quest does not become the blue player. I'm almost certain that it's not at random. There is something that you can... like, it is predictable. So what I would say is that if it's not the person who actually joins the quest, it must be the person who joins the hall. Oh, fuck right off. I'm not in a Rathalos mood right now. I thought I was, but now I'm not. In fact, I will amend that to say I actually was in the mood, and now after having fought him, I am very much not in the mood. Good flinch. Worked in my favour. It just feels gross seeing that fire element proc on a Rathalos. Good tail cut, I can do a turnaround super pound. Oh, I missed my roll actually. Sorry for that. I didn't end up hitting anyone. Lelouch did a pretty good job of getting himself hit. What are you doing? That almost looks like what would happen if there were connection issues involved. I don't have the stamina for this, Rathalos, thank you. Very good. Oh, and he's dead. As I would expect. Again, the damage between myself and Beta is pretty damn good, and he does have reduced health, given that this is a double quest. Lelouch is hosting this Raytheon again, so we can enjoy terrible connection again. At least you can enjoy half of the hunt without the monster glitching all over the place. Come on. Fuck. Just look how terrible that is. It's because this guy is connecting to Wi-Fi from a fucking phone on a game that's already pretty bad for connectivity. Play solo or something, man. Stop ruining it for everyone else. Anyway. That was my fault for being off target there, actually. This should be the KO. Or this. Or this. What the hell? Where's my KO? I think I deserve it at this point. I'm in need of this consolation. I'll actually do a golf swing here. It's not golf swing timing, please. Did I already get my KO? Okay, I didn't get my KO. It just took ages to get off for some reason. Well, I didn't really have any indication that she was going to run there because I'm not able to see what she does in between attacks because those slight animations that serve as a form of... it serves as an indication as to what she's going to do next. Those are literally being skipped because of the connection right now. She's doing something and then it just cuts to her doing something else, and if that something else happens to be an attack that's pointing in my direction, then I'm getting hit by it. Yes, Catalina is using a firebow. Why? I've got no idea. The only possible reason that I can conceptualize, or conceive of rather, is that this person has no other bow to use and really wants to use a bow. It's just as well that we're playing portable third and it doesn't fucking matter. Because if you've got 4 people and 2 of them have got good damage and we're fighting monsters with reduced health, it doesn't really matter if that person uses a crap weapon or not. Am I carving both here? Yeah, I'm carving both. I don't seem to be close enough to the Raytheon to carve her, but apparently I am. That's really quite bizarre. What am I carving on her? Yeah, I definitely got 6 carves, so that's a bit weird. Her body is not here. I won't complain. There is also the Rattlow's tail somewhere, yeah, over there. Again, it's very pleasant to play a game where things do not despawn. 3 Ultimate is really bad for that. I don't know, I don't think her feet were there. I think her feet were a bit too far away for that to work, but whatever. Again, it could only be her feet, there's nothing else that it could have been, but having taken that into consideration, I still deemed that to be a bit odd. She turns and I have to guess between lawnmower charges or surprise fireballs, yes. Handicraft 5, no slots. If it had 1 slot, that would be pretty good. Unfortunately, it does not, so I'm not going to take it. Charms without slots are generally a waste of time. The only exception to that is if you're dealing with like a really high skill point level. We do have Royal Ludroth that's just been selected by the random hunt. Command, I'm going to hope that we get a different blue player this time. I'm going to actually post the Royal Ludroth and Purple Ludroth double quest. That's what I generally do if we get that. I'll bring Hunting Horn. Just for something a little different. It is another Agnaktor weapon. I have no recollection of what the notes are for this horn, so I will have to consult the weapon information. Should be in the first list of quests. Here we go. Catalina seemed to think that she was going to go and post a quest. Well, she needs to familiarize herself with the nature of the Hunsterverse quest board, because there is indeed an objective posted there, which is random hunts. That does not provide scope for any person to, you know, go and post their own quests or anything like that. Let's cross our fingers and hope that Lelouch is not the blue player. Because if he is, I'm going to be pretty annoyed. Alrighty. Lelouch is the fucking blue player. What is this? Oh well. I struggle to believe that he was the same, like he was always the second person joining the quest. Either he is aggressively getting on that quest board every single time, or there is some other factor at work here. I don't know what it is, but I'm not impressed. I don't think anyone's impressed. I don't think any one of my viewers are impressed at this stage. Elemental attack boost. Shit, who's dealing elemental damage here? I'd forgotten it. Oh, whatever. Get out of my face, Ludroth. Okay, Beta is dealing elemental damage, Lelouch is not dealing elemental damage, and Catalina, presuming that she has actually equipped the same weapon as before, is actually dealing an appropriate elemental damage type right now. Not Dragon Res, what are you doing? No, stop, it's the other way around. Well, thank God we've got Dragon Res boost. Fucking hell. Is it this? What? Oh, I'm being terribly distracted. I had a feeling that it was strange that Elemental Attack Boost would be a 3-note song. No, we've already played that now. Sorry, I'm very much out of practice with Hunting Horn. It's been a while. Holy fucking shit. So it goes... yellow, blue, okay. Isn't that what I just... Hold on, there is no purple involved. There is no purple involved. Since when is that the case? Yeah, I'm so fucking good. So good at Hunting Horn. It's almost breathtaking. It took me... I don't know how many attempts to play that song, but way too many would be the answer to the question if one were to inquire how many attempts I made. Stop. I don't know how he can position himself so well with an attack like that. It doesn't look very accurate, does it? But it does often hit you. If you're being an idiot like I am. I will do Naked Hunting Horn never. Now that I've played my attack boost, I have done my work for today. I will now sit back, relax, and then hunt the monster. Because I'm not really in the mood to play any more songs. I've been knocked down a few levels on account of my own incompetence. I'll go for the super pound here. Wouldn't mind a KO sometime soon. He actually turned himself away from me there, and again he did that. Well, I don't think Zach will join because, again, he is not here to hunt random stuff, he is here to pursue an objective. If it's not crown hunting, it will be getting materials for forging weapons and armor. I'm surprised that he's doing that, but whatever. But I can tell you right now, I would trade Zach for Lelouch any day. Or the other way around, however that works. Yes, I will trade Lelouch for Zach. It's a difficult decision. It's not one that I take lightly, but I think I can just about do that. I think I can steel myself to make a decision of that nature. Catalina has been soloing the purple Ludroth. I think in so doing she has allowed us to fight the regular Ludroth without being interrupted by this one. Which I suppose was helpful. Alright, let's go and play that elemental song again. No, that's not the first note, but it doesn't matter. Sorry if I hit anyone. I'm actually doing it to play a song. Pink Ludroth resembles me, apparently. In what way I couldn't imagine, but sure. There are worse comparisons to be made. If you said that Kezu resembles me, I probably wouldn't feel too great about that. Oh dear, look at this fucking connection. This guy needs to be removed from the room. Like, I'm sick of... It's nothing personal, it's just his internet is fucking shit. And I'm sick of having him host monsters. This guy is, like, connecting through dial-up broadband from India. And I'm sick of it. Sometimes you can actually get caught by the head, just by the edge of the head, when he rolls like that. Oh, I need to play self-improvement again. I didn't end up playing attacks harder to break because that wouldn't be necessary at all. Actually, I probably should sharpen up. There is a temptation not to bother because I don't think we're too far from finishing this quest, but I'm not too happy with this sharpness level. Do we have a limp? No, we don't. Thought that might have been Purple Ludroth trying to leave. Oh. Excuse me. What the hell was that? That was the most wacky rolling maneuver I've seen from a Ludroth in a long time. It's not the Ludroth, it's the connection, of course, but... Well, there you go. Can we get this guy out of the fucking room? Because again, I don't know what causes him to be the blue player every time, but it needs to stop. I'm sick of it. Again, it's nothing personal. He could be communicating through network chat, I don't know. Fuck, I keep bumping my tripod. Seems alright though. Very good. Alright, my bad, someone called, says Darksu, that's right. So if he's playing on a phone, he loses connection because he receives a call. That's about right. This is a really intellectual discussion that we're having right now. Alright. So our next hunt will be hopefully a single monster quest so we don't have this Lelouch guy hosting it. Not that. Gracium. Isn't Gracium from the Tundra? I think Zach is confusing Gracium for Bathosite. Alright, so we've got Crimson Kurupeko. Now, this quest is not as easy as one might think, because it does involve an invading Stygian Zenogre. But no, excuse me, I'm thinking of 3 Ultimate. There is no Stygian Zenogre in this fucking game. Yeah, I'm in Portable 3rd and we're going to get invaded by a Stygian Zenogre. I don't know how the quest goes in this game, but in 3 Ultimate it's annoying. And every time I do the quest, I have a team that's either lacking in numbers or lacking in skill or lacking in overall DPS/damage. But we do have a team of 4, it's portable third, we can probably get through it without much issue. I will bring the lance weapon type, I will specifically equip the Barioth lance, and that should be enough for us to get through this relatively painlessly. Alrighty. Why doesn't Zach just use a wiki? What the hell? I guess it might be faster to just ask in the chat. What are we hunting again? It is... Crimson Kurapeko should be an HR5. Here we go, Blooming Flooded Forest. Yeah, I don't think there's much of an issue with Crimson Kurapeko here. I don't think he would, I would imagine, call for assistance, but it's nothing like a Stygian Zynoga. He might summon a Deviljho though. But strangely, I'd rather deal with Deviljho than Stygian Zynoga. At least Deviljho doesn't have those ranged, homing Dragon Balls, which I'm by no means a fan of. Twitch in mobile is being a retard, says Yells, okay. I don't really know what I can say to help you with that. The quality is garbage even though it says it's set to 1080p and I can't type. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Twitch Mobile does cause a lot of problems for people from what I've heard. You redeemed highlight your message. Well, your message has been highlighted, Nina. No. I recognize. Oh, great. We've got a communications error. Maybe this will be our opportunity to not have to hunt with Lelouch anymore. Could the day finally have arrived? Could the moment be upon us? Where we can finally escape Lelouch? Shit. Should we escape him? Let's do it. Let's change rooms. Fuck it. Let's do it, because it's only him. He's causing communication errors at this point. RQ... Hold on, I'll show what I'm typing just so that it's clear. High rank... Random hunts... Okay. Guildhall 12. Let's cross our fingers and hope that Lelouch doesn't follow. The fact that he was the only one in the quest tells me that he was the cause of the instability in that scenario. Now if Catalina doesn't come, then I think we can survive, because I think she's just using the same weapon the whole time. I could be wrong, I wasn't actually checking to see if she was continuously using that Goldwraithian bow or not, but I have reason to believe that she was, so yeah, I'm not really going to be all that upset if we can't continue hunting with her. We're not doing low rank hunts, unfortunately, Mina. We're just doing high rank hunts. I have no desire to do low rank because I don't want to change my loadout to something low rank, and of course if we're hunting low rank stuff with high rank gear, it's not going to be much of a hunt. So I will be strictly sticking to high rank stuff. Catalina has followed, which is fine. I can live with that. Yes, it looks like we do have a Goldwraithian bow against Crimson Kurapeko. I'm just going to live with that. Let's depart now. I just don't want Lelouch to be in the picture. I can't do it anymore. I need a reprieve. Okay, so Crimson Kurapeko will start in this area just over here. What I would consider to be the central area of the Flooded Forest. Giant blue question mark. The interesting thing about Crimson Kurupeko and regular Kurupeko is that the elemental weakness is the same across the both of them. But I don't really mind. I do prefer subspecies to have a different elemental weakness, preferably extremely different. But the difference between the regular Kurupeko and Crimson is enough that having the same elemental weakness honestly is fine. I can live with that. It's the monsters that have the same elemental weakness and pretty much fight in the exact same fucking way that annoy me. Oh look who just arrived. How did I guess? Just going to make sure that I'm not... Just had to make sure that my stupid, inadvertent tripod adjustments were not resulting in any sort of green screen issue. Is it just me, or was the Deviljho completely disinterested? Either Catalina threw an extremely effective dung bomb, or Deviljho was really not feeling it today. I didn't actually see if he was dunged or not. Yeah, I think the idea of a thunder-based Kurupeko is pretty cool. Mina has to... excuse me, Catalina, not Mina, needs to seriously stop with the arc shot, because I am using a lance, and arc shot will flinch the fuck out of a lance user. And not for any sort of decent damage being dealt to the monster. The trade-off is not worth it. My frustration and my loss of DPS is not worth it. So I don't want to see any more of that arc shot. There goes the beak. Shut up. Catalina seems to want to pursue the Deviljho. Okay, perhaps not. I don't know what she was doing, but... Anyway. It's rather nice to have... Wait, why is that the case? Why do I have no stamina loss? How was that achieved? Did we... Oh, I understand. We must have attacked the Crimson Kurupeko out of a stamina song, which gave us all no stamina loss. Whatever that's called. I'm sure there's a better way to refer to it. Someone's asking if we've got a slot. We do. Someone in the chat's like, Zach, play with me. I'm sure he's quite willing to do that. If you can guarantee a gold crown for a monster, he might do it. I'd be very happy to have actually flinched Kurupeko out of the air with that attack. That would have been very nice. And you can stop with this attack now. You've made your point. Now try doing something else. Okay. Someone is talking to me in the chat, but I am a little bit too focused on playing the game. Oh, hello, Darksy. Fuck. I'm being hit about as much as the monster is, honestly. Whoops, that's a bad habit. I was pressing triangle and circle to do my charge there. That's not how we do it in 3rd gen. Please don't fly over to Devil Joe. I don't think he will. I'm quite sure he doesn't rotate in that direction, but... yeah, fortunately not. Devil Joe just has no interest in us at all. He's got things to do. I'm not sure what that involves, but... he's definitely not in a hunting mood today. And he does hunt the hunter. That is for sure. At least it felt that way in Try. I think he'll die before he can do that. Never mind. He's going to just cancel out of that attack entirely. I don't know what the fuck happened there, but it seems that I was upswung in the same moment the Kurapeko died, in the same moment he was roaring. That was one of them. That was definitely among the most confusing monster kills I've ever seen. I thought I had approached the monster, ready to shield a roar, but instead the monster died, and then I cut out of the death sequence and I'm flying through the air. So, well, I'm sure it looked stylish on your screen, but on my screen it was terribly confusing. I couldn't see what the fuck was going on. I just saw myself flying through the air while the monster was dead immediately as it roared. I don't know what caused that disconnect, but whatever. Let me make sure that I'm still online. Yeah, it seems that we are all still in the room. Except for, I think, the person using their favourite weapon, the Gold Raytheon bow. That person seems to have moved on. Or perhaps not moved on, but disconnected. I'm not sure. Oh my god, I've been at-messaged like 50 billion times. Well, Pammy did ask first, so I don't think I would prioritise Mailing under these circumstances. Mailing has asked if he can join. I would say no, because it really does depend on... I don't know. I can't keep track of that other person. I don't know if they're coming back or not. Assuming that they are, then the answer would be no to Mailing, but I really don't know. Yeah, so it looks like the answer is no to Mailing, because Catalina is still here. Let us select our next hunt. It is Tigrex and Black Tigrex. The reason why I changed my pronunciation there was because... the pronunciation is because... I don't want to be saying Tigrex. It's Tigrex. Tigrex. Now. I might go Sword and Shield for this. I don't have a status Sword and Shield though, of any kind. I should have one, but I don't. Oh no, I do have this. Well sure, let's use that. Fuck it. I didn't realise that I'd made this. It's not amazing, it's really not the best weapon in the world. It's only got 22 paralysis with an end attack value with this set of 205, but it could be worse, I suppose. Sadly, there is no Gobel Sword and Shield in this game, so this is what I have to deal with. Alright, let's find these two. We'll see how effective this Sword and Shield is at paralysing these monsters. Hopefully it's pretty good. But yeah, the forging of this weapon had so little impact on me. Or had such little impact on me that I had no recollection of having forged it. We will see who ends up being the blue player. We'll see if it ends up being Beta, because last time... Oh, it's not the slide, Beta. The first game to have the slide was Monster Hunter 4. That is very much a 4th gen change. So, yeah. That wasn't something that was introduced and then removed or something. That was something that was changed permanently from the first 4th gen game. I'm not carrying you, Mina. It's not happening. I guess I'll go to Area 3. What? I don't even know if this... You know what, this is actually a slow way to get to where I want to go. It would have been faster to go from camp to 1 to 2 to 3, I think. In fact, definitely, because this is only getting me about halfway into... I just went the wrong-ass way because I am so manifestly incapable of matching my movements in-game to the map in front of me that I am basically going in the opposite direction to where I want to go. So, that's awesome. What a joke. Don't have much stamina there, but I'll do what I can. Try to recover it sensibly. Yeah, 22 paralysis when I'm attacking this fast should be fine. Should be fine. Oh, well, we've actually got 2 people running standard sword and shield. One of us is going sleep and one of us is going paralysis. That's pretty weird. You don't often see people running baggy weapons. That's uncommon. In every game that baggy weapons have appeared in, that's uncommon. They do have a place, though. Provided you can make use of the sleep appropriately, it is worth it. Just need a team that doesn't fuck up the sleep. I don't know if anyone is actually aware that there is a sleep that's going to take place eventually. Unless the monster does die before it can happen, but... Yeah, as long as everyone is aware of that... I'm getting so sick of seeing your fire bow. Get an actual bow that can be used against different monsters. There's just no logic to... Here we go. Here's a sleep. Don't you do it, bow person. Thank you. Fuck. I'll drop 1 bomb. I'll save another one for the next... Fucking hell, I knew it. That's not how you... That basically... Well, it doesn't basically. It entirely wastes the sleep. You've squandered the opportunity by having the wake up be some random poison coating arrow. It's ridiculous. Oh no, perhaps it wasn't a poison coating arrow. Maybe it was Pammy attacking. I don't know. Because I did see the poison proc there. Wait, no, that definitely is poison coatings, because that's right, Pammy is using sleep, so... Ugh, whatever. Very annoying. People just don't understand how sleep bombing works. Unless you've got an attack that's going to deal more damage than a bomb as a wake-up, don't do it. An example of that would be, you know, a greatsword charge on a weak point, or a proper hammer charge attack. When I say proper, you know, actually having the wake-up hit being the slam as opposed to the first of 2 attacks associated with the super pound. Well, that was a fucking pointless paralysis, wasn't it? All this time working up to a paralysis and we just cut the tail immediately anyway. Ugh. Not happy with this run. I mean, I shouldn't take it so seriously because it is just portable third, but it just annoys me to see strategy going out the door in favor of just mindless, random hitting the monster and, yeah. Anyway. Hey, what are you doing? I think it's dead, Pammy. I could be wrong, but I think it's dead. It's not a Gypsaros. It seems that the next one is in Area 4, which works rather well. We don't have to travel too far to get to it. This will be the Black Tigrex. Hopefully my connection to beta is fine, it should be. But again, even a little bit of bad connection is reflected in a little bit of jumpy activity from the monster in question in Portable Third, just because the connection's already bad, but you can see that there is an improvement from the host that we were dealing with before. This pitfall trap going down. I would love to paralyze in the pitfall trap, but I don't think I'll be able to manage that. Well, what I really wanted to do was dive, but I didn't get enough of a run-up. Have to attack the body because I can't really get consistent hits off on the face when it's swinging around like that. I will say that based on how long it took for me to get a paralysis off against the previous Tigrex, 22 paralysis even with a sword and shield isn't that great. I mean, I suppose it's fine, it's functional, but I do feel that it could be a little better. Shit. I don't know who you're oh, it must have been Catalina. Looks like Catalina is assisting in the paralysis, but as much as I feel like no, don't need to get comboed, thank you very much. As much as I feel as if the glory is being stolen from me. Oh, we've got to sleep. Stop it. Well, that wasn't actually Catalina's fault. She had shot off an arc shot that obviously has delayed effectiveness. Or delayed damage application. So, yeah, there wasn't really too much to be done there. Don't attack the tail! Let's not squander the paralysis again. We can attack the tail at any point in time. Let's not do it during the paralysis. I mean, the only time you'd want to do it during the paralysis is if cutting the tail is the absolute #1 objective of the fight. Which this is not. So... God damn it! Friendly reminder to all Switch Axe users, do not incorporate an upswing into your combo, please. It's not, it doesn't even have good motion value. Never has, never will. It's never worth the misery. Oh, there you go. I will aim for the tail because I did request that we not attack the tail during the paralysis, so I'll make up for that by trying to cut it. Nope. Good flinch. Oh. Can't quite see what I'm doing here. Definitely need to sharpen though. We shall do that now. Oh. Look who's exhausted. I would drop a trap, but I couldn't be bothered. Oh, don't fly off. Oh, well, Even if I had resolved to drop a trap, I either wouldn't... Let me actually pronounce these things properly. I either wouldn't have been able to get it out in time, and I would have ended up wasting it, or I would have seen that he was flying away and thought better of it anyway. Catalina is speeding up. I just witnessed it. This fucking idiot. I know a speed up when I see it. That's not some sort of connection-based issue. I witnessed that. I technically can't prove it, but... Catalina wanted to get into the area first and sped up to achieve that. Ridiculous. I think it's technically okay if you're not in the area with the players, but even then I do think that it does run the risk of causing disconnection. Oops. There's the continuation of my combo there. Stop with the arc shot, oh my god. I understand the temptation to do arc shot, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? It's satisfying. But it sucks. It messes up the team members and it doesn't do very good damage. I think it's good for status application, but outside of that, you just shouldn't bother with it. It detracts from the hunt. Alright, is that a second paralysis, I guess? Yeah. That probably doesn't bode well. I guess it means that we're not doing very much damage to that monster. It's not a big deal though, because it's dead. Well, that's that. We are 1 hour and 20 minutes in, but I'll probably have to subtract about 15 minutes off that time because I did have one hunt that was off camera. If I bump this fucking tripod one more time, I'm gonna freak out. I'm pretty happy with this PC recording setup overall, but the way the tripod is positioned, well, it's in a place that I'm not used to it being, so I like move my leg and I just bump it every time. It's getting to be very annoying. That's alright, Beta. The only excuse for using an upswing, really, is if you mistakenly did an upswing. And I guess if the monster's flying in the air and you can't reach it any other way. I will do the random hunt command. Sand Barioth and Black Diablos. Okay. I can live with that. They do have the same elemental weakness, so it's appropriate. As for the weapon that I use, I think I will bring Lightbow Gun. I do have to change this set. Critical Eye +2, just in case you needed to know, is not very helpful when it comes to elemental shots. The reason why I did it was because I could get it. It's just one of those situations where, when you're making a mixed set, sometimes you can't resist the temptation to get a skill that works well with the armor pieces that you're currently mixing to get specific skills. Like, if in addition to what you're already aiming to get, you can get Critical Eye +2, it's like, oh yeah, I'll go for that. But it's not applicable to this strategy. So, I do have to try and change that. The gun is big because I've added a long barrel to it. Some guns, when you add a long barrel, get really long. Like, they're probably already designed to be long bow guns, but then with the addition of a long barrel, it just becomes unreasonably long. And that is probably the case with this bow gun. I probably should drink, huh? Oh, I just did. I'm apparently losing my mind. I literally just drank a drink and said, let's get a drink, shall we? Maybe I need to start paying attention to what I'm fucking doing. I don't know, I obviously thought in my head that I had just stood up out of the hot spring. Which I clearly was not doing in that moment. Honestly, load up bonus shot and element attack up are the main skills of this particular set. I'm quite happy to swap out critical eye +2 for something that will be a little bit more functionally useful to an elemental loadout. Even if it doesn't look as good. I'll bring Freeze S, normal level 2. Pierce 2, Pierce 1. I really don't need to purchase these, I have all of it in my box. It's just accumulating in there unnecessarily. Now, ice crystals I believe are still needed for ice shots. Oh, fuck off. Need to put some stuff away. Well, let's put away pickaxes. And I also need huskberries. Alright, I'll put away Psychosomes. And I will actually withdraw some more tranks. Unless I'm out of them. Sure, I'm actually out of them. I don't know why. Doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not going to subject you to much more of this. I think that'll do. It's good to always have trank bombs on hand. I don't know what our other hunter is doing. Who was it again? Every time we lose someone, very often I'm sitting here going, who are we playing with again? I don't know why. I'm not sure where that comes from, but... Ugh. I actually don't really like high rank games, overall. I do prefer G rank games. I'm fine with Portable Third, but if I had to choose between playing a G rank game or a high rank game, I know what I would choose. I just prefer the balancing of G rank personally. Who was the other person? Oh. That's right, it was Catalina. So, I don't know if that person's coming back, and quite frankly, I don't value their contributions to the hunt all that much, so... I'm just going to say that we have a free slot. Now Pammy has left, hopefully to at some point return, but... Okay, good. I don't have to freak out now. Yes, I've established that you would like to be able to hunt Mina, but sadly, you are not hiring. If it doesn't look like we're going to get a 4th player anytime soon, then we will depart. I think we'll be alright. What's Pammy using? Morpheus knife still? What the hell? Well, I suppose... See, this is the thing. I would like to be able to bring bomb combination materials, but I don't have the inventory space for it right now, so... we'll just live with it. I did have something of a concern as to whether or not I had enough ammunition for this hunt, given that we only have 3 people and there are 2 monsters involved, but it should be fine. I should have plenty. Well, yes, I also use 1 bomb for 1 monster each, but I was thinking because we did have less people, it would be nicer to bring combination materials for more bombs. What the hell is going on? Why have we just disconnected? Basically, when the loading time takes too long, you know that it's not going to succeed, so... what's caused this? I don't really have the patience for this, but anyway, we're just going to have to regroup, I suppose. The annoying thing about this is that it's different to a communications error. A communications error will allow us to go straight back into the hall and we don't have to sit in the hot spring again or drink anything. But because we've technically gone into the quest, we do have to go through the process of abandoning and then sitting in the hot spring and getting our drink again. Which is very annoying. I don't know what's happened with Pammy, hopefully that's not a permanent exit. But I don't particularly want to 2-man that hunt anyway. So I don't feel like I've wasted time abandoning in the event that Pammy doesn't return. Well, I suppose I will have to appeal to the chat and hope that someone joins. If things go sour, then we'll probably change hunts to something a little bit more comfortable for 2 people to do. I mean, we could, without too much difficulty, take care of Sam Barrioth and Black Diablos as 2 people, but I still would rather not. I'd rather stick to single monsters. What? Is this a joke? No, you can't join. Of course you can't. We've been over this. I'm just going to assume that you're joking, but God. The room is called High Rank Random Hunts. Of course you can't join. It's nothing personal, you're just not at the required rank. Yeah, we might have to do a different hunt in the meantime. I will select something that is weak to ice so that we don't actually have to change our weapons. Oh no, Pammy is back, never mind. Alright, let's go back to what we were doing. Pammy has made a return. Against all the odds. It just felt like Pammy wasn't going to come back. Probably had a brief network hiccup. Ooh. Take two. Yes, well, it's not so much about whether or not you want to do it. Of course, your willingness to do it is a factor, but first and foremost, I must evaluate for myself whether or not I would like to two-man something that's going to take some time, and generally the answer to that is no. Should be out of range of that. This seems like a pretty big barrier. I could always be wrong, sometimes I am wrong about that. Not good, can I sheathe and dive in time? Well, I don't need to dive, I can just roll it. In a most professional manner. And then proceed to get hit in a most unprofessional manner. If you could stop moving, that would be mighty helpful. Maybe I should be aiming for the wings instead of the head. I'm sure the wings aren't too bad for elemental shots. If you could maybe leave me alone, that'd be great. See, I couldn't know for sure where he was going to go there, so I had to dive preemptively. I'm not going to be dying to any sand barrioths today. That would be very embarrassing. The problem with my bonus shot is that I'm not able to get full damage out because this dick will not stay in one place. Now, of course, you can see that I'm actually getting critical shots off, but it needs to be understood that the reason why critical does still exist for elemental shots is because elemental shots do a tiny amount of physical damage. But an affinity critical proc is not going to affect elemental damage at all. And because the attack of an elemental shot that isn't elemental damage and is instead physical damage, because that is so small, getting a critical on that is really not very impressive. The only possible way to have a critical hit increase the amount of damage that you're dealing with elemental shots is to use elemental crit, which incidentally does not exist in this game. That was first introduced in 4th generation. Hammy, please don't. Okay, very good. Good detonation. Hello, Black Diablos. Hopefully Sand Barrioth will be leaving soon. That's what I'm hoping. Very good, got that one. I'm a bit worried about this burrowing Diablos. Very good, we've got a limping Barrioth here. I will remain focused on attacking Sand Barrioth until he dies. Oh fuck. I suppose I have to start getting used to that. I was under the impression that Barrioth didn't do that, where before actually flying down and making contact with the ground, he actually goes and does this flying attack onto the ground. It actually happened last time I was doing a quest with him, actually today, off camera. Oh, whoops. I had a feeling that that would have been a capture. I may as well combine for some... What the hell is going on? Did I not bring the right thing? Did they change it in this game? They must have changed the combination material from ice crystal to something else. That's crazy. So, it must be... Oh, that's right, it's snow herb in this game. So in every single game in the series, you require ice crystals to make freeze shots, except this one, which is snow herbs. Which is fine, I mean, I do prefer that, but shit. It's very confusing when you've got one game that does it differently. It's alright, I should have enough freeze shots, and even if I don't, in fact I probably don't have enough, but it's not a big deal, I can move on to different shot types. It's not the end of the world. Oops. I don't know if you witnessed just how much that Diablo's fucking moonwalked to get within range of me, but it would have been safe to assume, and I did assume this, that Diablos was not going to be able to reach me from that distance with his attack, but then he starts sliding across the fucking ground towards me, which incidentally is not related to that attack that he was performing, or I suppose she in this case. This is actually one of the monsters that you can very comfortably refer to as a she. But yeah. Transportable third. Fucking shit network. I really should say shit connectivity. There is no built-in network. They decided to experiment with a host system that really would have been more appropriate for stationary console gaming, and tried to put it on the PSP, and yeah, it is terrible. Well and truly. If I were to have Beta host a quest for me in Freedom Unite, for example, the connection would be perfect. I can hear the sound of a trap. No, I can hear the sound of a trap, but it isn't one that has been placed down. It was in fact the one that was used to capture the sand barrel. If there wasn't actually a trap in the area, I would have been a bit concerned, because then I'd be practically hearing things. I'm glad that I'm not hearing things. Please don't. Let me dive. Well, I wasn't the target, but still. Shit. See, the timing of that is slightly different because it's basically skipping through parts of the animation. I would have actually had the opportunity to do a side dash through the attack if it weren't skipping through the animations to catch up to the obvious delay that exists. I'm not especially aiming for the horns. It probably would be a good thing to get them, but I don't know if I want to compromise my damage in doing that. This is good damage though, aiming for the tail tip. And here's an opportunity to break the horns. Why do you Okay. Very good. If you want to break horns, use bombs with sleep damage multipliers. It destroys them every time. Also crack shots. I get a lot of success using crack shots. I don't have sonic bombs on me, so... yeah. Diablos is close to death. He wouldn't enter this area otherwise. She wouldn't enter this area. I see that there's a trap going down. We may as well make use of it. Diablos is exhausted. It should be the... oh, for God's sake. Alright. I suppose it does speed up the hunt, but I don't enjoy it as much when both monsters are captured. I prefer to capture one and kill the other. Were you KO'd by a Jaggy? Well, that's one way to do it. Oh no, it is dead. What the fuck? I thought for sure that it had been captured. In fact, I think Pammy thinks it's been captured as well, but it hasn't been. It actually looked like the timing of the tranks made it look like it was a capture, but it's not. That's very funny. I thought I saw 2 tranks successfully make contact with the monster. I would say that 2 tranks did make contact with the monster, but she died just before that second trank could actually be applied. That's really funny. We got 2 Wyvern Stones out of that. Both of these monsters don't... well, both of them do have a chance to drop Wyvern Stones, so fighting both of them would be very good for Wyvern Stones. If for some reason you are lacking in Wyvern Stones, I say that because it's very easy to get them in this game. This is probably the best quest to get them. Or one of the best quests. We've got Marisa in the room. Or Marissa, whatever. I would say Marisa because if it were to be Marissa, I would imagine there to be a double S. That was your biggest sand barrioth? Apparently not my biggest. I will select the next quest, which is... no, we're not doing Great Baggy. Puppy fight. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I don't mind. I do have the quest so I can post it, but... with this team it could be a little bit of a challenge. We'll see. What should I bring? I'll bring Heavy Pierce. How about that? I could have sworn that I updated this Pierce set. Maybe I didn't. I was certainly intending to. No, I made an attempt to update it and then I realized, no, this is really the best I can do if I'm so insistent upon getting Evade Extender, despite the fact that it's a 15-point skill in this game. I can't help it, okay? Stop going to low ring. Yep. Okay. I don't know if you've done this quest before, Beta, but it's a fun one. I need to make sure that I have enough ammunition for this. I'm always somewhat hesitant to use Pierce in this game because it just sounds so bad. The sound effect is truly awful. I don't think there has ever been a time that I've used Pierce while recording this game where I have not drawn attention to the fact that the pierce shot sound effect is just utterly pathetic. I need to bring wyvern fangs if I've got them. Bird wyvern fangs, that is to say. I possibly have pin tuner as well, although I'm not too sure. Let's see if I do. I don't think I do have pin tuner in this game. Oh no, I do. Okay. So I'm going to actually put away normal level 3. I'll also put away antidotes. I'm doing this so that I may bring bone husk and pin tuner. This is to ensure that I have enough ammunition for this fight. This should be plenty. That is enough for about 20 minutes worth of hunting. The monsters are... well, you can see what they are now. Let's see what you're using. Ice? Are you sure you want to go into this with an ice weapon? I'd recommend something high raw. This is one of those quests where you do kind of want to be well optimized. Oh, you don't know the monsters, I see. It's actually Ukanlos and a Cantor together in the Amatsu arena. So, yeah. It's a fun quest. Sorry, I didn't realize that you couldn't see the monsters. Beat up the monsters. Main monsters, Ukanlos and a Cantor. It is actually written in the quest details. These mafagas stole my mountain, beat them up. It seems Ukanlos and a Cantor have stolen Amatsu mountain. Help take back the mountain. I don't know who wrote this fucking quest description, but... it's quite funny, but not on account of the substance of what's written, but rather how it's written. Use longsword, not heavy bowgun. No. I will use heavy bowgun, and I'm not really in need of your guidance. Longsword would be a fine choice, but no, I will be using heavy bowgun, sorry. In fact, I have a good response to that. Silence longsword. Oh dear. No, I've done enough puppy fight to actually prioritize fun over the most damaging possible loadout. But I do think that Pierce Heavy Bowgun will be pretty effective. Provided I don't run out of ammo, which I shouldn't. I should not. So you are using Flash in the Night, which is not an amazing weapon. We've got an Uragan Hunting Horn. Is this a joke? Uragan Hunting Horn, okay. Well, at least he's going to be dealing decent fire damage against the Ukanlos. Maybe not even decent. Perhaps that's being too generous. I don't know what the songs are on the Uragan Hunting Horn. I hope that they're decent. If there were Attack Up Large there, that would be amazing. If not, then that Hunting Horn can go in the bin. Specifically for this hunt. It might be fine in other situations, but... yeah. Not this one. Again, provided that it doesn't actually have the ability to play Attack Up Large. The opening scene is pretty fucked. It's one of the funniest opening scenes of any quest. When you enter the area, you'll see it. It's all kinds of fucked. Yeah. What's great is that it actually shows you the area without any enemies, and then all of a sudden it's fucking... Ucanlos and Acantor. It's crazy. Which one do we start with again? Are we starting with... Yeah, we're starting with Acantor. That's usually what people do. Oh, it does have attack boost large. Okay, well I will happily withdraw the previous comments made in relation to the hunting horn of choice of Pammy being inappropriate. I did indeed say that my opinions as to its quality were dependent on whether or not it had attack up large, and it does, so it's a good choice. And it will actually be helpful to the team. Now this Ice Blight isn't all that welcome. Do we know what we're fighting? Good. Seems like we're all on a Cantor, except for possibly Marisa. Alright. We've all honed in... Oh. You know, I don't like actually fighting a Cantor first. Everyone seems to do that. I don't see any logic to it. I find that if you're going to have a monster attacking you that you're not focusing on, Ucanlos is actually a lot more dangerous because he's got that ranged ice beam that he does fairly often. As well as that, he's got the digging attack. It just seems like he's a lot more dangerous. I don't know. I suppose both of them have the capacity to be dangerous when you're not actually focusing on them. They are designed to be solo fights, so... yeah. I literally couldn't see Ucanlos from where I was previously, so I would say that that ice beam death was inevitable. No. I need to stop. I need to actually stay focused on at least the monster facing me. Attack boost bonus, very good. I have to do my best to keep track of both of them, honestly. It's a bit of a messy hunt, though. Whoa. Well, I was doing the right thing there. I was rolling out of the way of a possible onslaught from a Cantor, but he still was able to track me. This is a dig. Yes, flash bombing is very helpful, actually. That's... okay, he's not going to be able to hit me there. Of course, the difficulty of the hunt is mitigated quite intensely by the successful killing of one of the two monsters. So, we just have to wait for that to happen. Hopefully that won't be too far. No, stop. I'm unsheathing my weapon. Leave me alone. The defense boost is actually quite helpful. I'm happy to have that. Good knockdown. I will combine for more Pierce level 3. It's a good opportunity to do it too. Oh shit, I forgot my combo books. Oh my god. I'm not going to have as much ammunition as I thought. Oh well. Still 38 shots, could be worse, but shit. Oh, I've got garbage in my quest pouch. Stop it, stop! Fucking give me a break. Yeah, garbage obtained, garbage obtained. I get the point. I forgot to bring my combo books, sorry. Remember the days of the gunner pouch? Well, why the fuck did they depart from that innovation in this game. I still don't know why they did that. And this is one of those times where I'm fucking annoyed by it. I can't have the combo books in my quest pouch, can I? So, what the fuck? It's not helpful. I can't have either my ammunition or combo books in a quest pouch. Because as the name suggests, it's for items that I pick up on the quest. So it's really not helpful to have a game where you've got a gunner pouch, and then the next game in the series comes out and you don't have a gunner pouch. It's stupid. It's literally a step backward. Oh well, as I say, I'm going to have less ammo than I thought. Fuck. He speeds up towards the end of it, so I actually couldn't sheathe fast enough. It looked like I was going to be able to make it, but that speed up really is a bit nasty. I don't have much in the way of stamina right now because I did die early on. So I definitely need to make use of nullberries. The key to avoiding a Cantor by diving is to actually dive towards a Cantor. You need to dive at an angle. I didn't see that you were there. Could you fuck off, please? I'm about to get comboed. There's not much I can fucking do in that situation now, is there? You gonna combo me again? Triple fucking combo. Eat my ass. What a joke. I'm making sure that the Acantor is not going to harm me, and then in that time I have a digging Ukanlos coming after me, and then I get comboed twice out of that attack. 3 times in a row, unable to avoid anything. It has nothing to do with poor gunner defense, it has everything to do with getting fucking cheesed by these monsters. What a joke. The first death was definitely an issue to do with gunner defense because I was getting one shot by an attack that I couldn't even see, that has the reach of the entire distance of the fucking map that we're fighting in. Anyway, we shall push on. No. Well, I can't see shit. I don't even know what's going on. Oh, great, yeah, brilliant. The fact that I'm not fucking dead is a miracle of Christ. What the fuck? What a joke. What a stupid hunt. It's fine. I mean, honestly, I don't even think that the issue is lack of defense or even the fact that I'm at a distance from the monsters. I really don't think that's the issue. I don't know what caused the problem there, but things were just not going my way. What a fucking joke. Waste of time. Stupid hunt. What an absolute waste of my time. Alright, let's do a hunt that's not actually stupid. Random hunt. 2 Nibblesnarf. Well, some people don't like Nibblesnarf. I don't mind him. It's fine. I'm not doing the quest again. I realise that you might be quite willing to do that, but I've done that quest many, many times. When that quest first came out as Hunsterverse DLC, that was basically the only thing anyone wanted to do for a good 6 months. I think I've had enough of it. Sorry. I would encourage you to do it in your own time. Now, Nibblesnarf. Great sword. Sure. Paladire is fine. I need to recharge after that stupid fucking fight. It's just dumb. I'm getting killed by actual dumb shit. There was nothing sensible about any of those deaths. It was all crap. Whatever. think it will be in the HR5 quest list. Yes. Have to put all this shit away now. I'm especially annoyed by just the gunning situation in a game that has come after Monster Hunter Tri. The game that was pretty much the best game for gunners. And then you've got Portable Third, which is just a joke for gunners. Not only is there no gunner pouch, even though it's a 3rd gen game, Pierce sounds like shit. It's just awful. I mean, I guess the one good thing about this is that heavy bow guns have crouch fire. But still. Yahaha, says the cat. Again, I only get 2 skills. So what's the exciting thing about that? I had a feeling that that was Marisa from Toho. That is basically confirmed by the name of the cat. I can't assume these things, but yes, it is Marisa from Toho. I think someone's space has just been stolen. Jesus Christ, what's going on? Okay, so we're trying to... Hold on. Oh, you're voting to kick... Well, I don't necessarily need to, but... Because of course I have a 1-vote kick. I would say that the next hunt will be our last. Or my last, at the very least. There's nothing to suggest that you guys need to stop hunting just because I have, but I will be ending things here. Oh, I guess Null is... Rizu? I don't know. Whatever. Now we've got some other person. Who the fuck is Nelly? Jesus Christ. When did this room become so popular? And then you've always got the same list of people saying, use Lobby B. Well, guess what? Sometimes that's helpful. Sometimes it's not. That's why I'm not using Lobby B. I'm not ignorant, I think I realise that Lobby B is an option. I don't need to be informed of that. The reason why Lobby A is helpful is because sometimes you're not able to coordinate through the chat a group of 4 people. So it helps to have random people joining. But sometimes circumstances change and you end up getting as many as 4 people, and then because you're in Lobby A, like 4 people but you're able to communicate with all of them in the chat, and then you start getting random sniping you. Fucking hell. What's this person's name? Jesus. Come on. Okay, yeah, sorry. Why is it... I've never understood this. Why is it exclamation mark vote to kick? What's that about? Why is it the one fucking command, except for like checking the general guild hall list, that doesn't have a C to denote the word command involved in it? It's unintuitive and fucking annoying. Also, I'm getting sick of that delay every time I want to bring up the guild hall list. Or rather, the list of players in my guild hall. It's bloody annoying. Alright. Moving on. Let's actually do some hunting now. I'm ready for some nibble snarf. Apuru boka. Yes. Look, Mum, I'm on TV. Are we ready to go now? I think so. I'm in a greatsword mood too, after that crap. Can we please have a successful connection? Good. When it's stuck on beginning quest, I start to shit myself. I start to worry that there is going to be a disconnection, but fortunately that was fine. Had it taken even a second or two longer, that would have been a disconnect, I would say. Unless time itself is flowing slower for me at the moment. Which is entirely possible. I do think that one of them starts here, but I think we should join Beta and help her out. It's better if we all congregate in the same area to fight the same monster. Shit. That's when greatsword doesn't become quite so fun. When just a slight movement of the monster kicks you off target. Alright, who's going to fish him out? Looks like Beta is in position to do that. Oh really? We're all going to fish, okay. I'll deal some damage then. There needs to be an agreement where 3 people deal damage and 1 person does the fishing. Because otherwise it gets a little bit inefficient. That's, I don't know. Sure. That's a joke, Doomlink, thank you. Actually, attacking the face is not ideal. If you're going to attack the face, you need to get the tip of the nose. If you don't get the nose, then you're not dealing very good damage at all. It's actually better to hit the back of the monster than the head. For a period of time I used to think that the head overall was one big weak point. But that is not the case, it's just the tip. Yeah, he managed to get it. Is he going to explode now? I saw him swallow the bomb. There we go. That took for ages. Since when does it take that long for a bomb to detonate? I can only imagine that the sound effect that I'm hearing right now is the sound of that hunting horn playing music, and why an Uragan hunting horn would make music like that, I've got no idea. It sounds a bit too gentle for a monster like Uragan. Listen to that sound, oh my god. It almost sounds like a xylophone. I'm sure it's supposed to be more like a horn, but it sounds like a fucking xylophone to me. Whoa, hello. What the fuck? Didn't know you were here, but hello. It's very convenient for you to be making yourself known in such a timely manner. I suppose I should be putting down some bombs now, oh no. Marisa still has some. How the fuck did it miss both? What the hell? Who's lining up poorly? I have to find someone to blame for that. That was ridiculous. I don't think I've ever seen that. Such a long run up to swallow the bombs and it goes right past them. It's unbelievable. There we go. Fuck. Oh, I wonder if we can get it out in time. Alright, very good. May as well do a smash charge. I can't get over the sound of that. It's just so inappropriate, not just for the appearance of the hunting horn, but also the nature of Uragan as a monster. He's a giant rock brute wyvern. He's going to have such a gentle sounding hunting horn. You know, I would imagine something like the Basarios rock. That's actually an appropriate hunting horn for the monster that it relates to. Good flange. Yeah, we've got no chance of catching up now. Oh dear. I would have liked to have done a draw attack on the nose, but he burrowed before I could do that. Thank you for that. Reasonably good hunt. Yeah, there are a lot of people who don't like Nibblesnarf. I don't know what that's about. As I recall, when Portable Third came out, he was, if not popular, then at the very least people were neutral to him and found him to be mildly interesting. But now there's this culture of, fuck Nibblesnarf, worst monster ever, so boring, ugh. I mean, what's so bad about him? I don't get it. Whatever. The sniper got the bonus. Yeah, that's about right. It often happens that way. I don't even know what... Actually, I do know what that avatar is. I can see blonde hair and giant Botox lips. That's about what I can see in that avatar. And I don't care to showcase that for my live audience. Because it's enough to make me sick. Not the blonde hair part, of course. Another Wyvern Stone, that's my 148th. I cannot stress enough how different the drop rates are here compared to how they were in Try for Wyvern Stones. I mean for everything, but particularly Wyvern Stones. If you got a Wyvern Stone in Try, you'd piss yourself because it was just, wow, I just got a Wyvern Stone. But in this game, it's like a regular item. Anyway, I think that's going to conclude the live stream. I do thank you all for watching. I think we did a pretty good job, except for Puppy, which, well, no, I would say the team did just fine. I fucked up pretty hard, but I'm not sure if I would be comfortable in assuming full responsibility for my failure. But anyway, normally I'm quite happy to do that, but I'm not sure about that, huh? That was just a load of bullshit. I do thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time I'm recording Monster Hunter or anything else that you'd like to watch. I bid you all farewell for now, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.